Hello, in this brief video, you will be able to learn how you can use the Excel platform to be able to calculate median and then interquartile range. So now let's go. Assuming that you have a continuous variable such as this. So this is creatinine levels. These are measured levels of creatinine in the body of some patients. And this is fasting blood glucose, the values in systolic blood pressure and diastolic blood pressure. If you're in the science field, you'll be able to relate more with this. But this knowledge can actually be translated or applied to any continuous or quantitative data that you have, be it business or other forms of fields of endeavor. So in order to, you see that when we move up, you see that the headings disappear. In order for the headings to be fixed, you can come to view. When you come to view, then you come to freeze planes. When you click on freeze planes, then you click on freeze top row. Immediately click on that. You realize that the first row is fixed, and then when you scroll up, it doesn't disappear as it was in the previous situation or scenario. So here, in order for us not to miss out on what we are calculating when it comes to this particular row, you will see we are calculating median over here. And then interquartile range, we'll put the interquartile range, which is IQR. Now, interquartile range is basically the difference between the third quartile and then the first quartile. So we also have to write the quartile 3 and then quartile 1. So now in Excel, when you want to calculate things like median, quartiles, interquartiles, they are all functions. They are all functions that are embedded in the Excel platform. And so for you to be able to use a function in Excel, you always start with the equal to sign. So you have to start by typing equal to, as I have done here. Then I'll write median. So immediately I type median, it gives me here median, and then it tells me what I have to do. So it tells you that it returns the median value or the number in the middle of a set of a given numbers. And basically that is what median is. Median is a measure of a central tendency, where that is a choice when we realize that our data set is not normally distributed, i.e. we have extreme values that has the potential to deviate the measure of central tendency should we choose the mean. And so the median is always a proper choice when you realize that your data set is not normally distributed or non-parametric. That has been discussed extensively on this platform. And so if you are new to the channel, we encourage you to watch most of the videos here, and you can be able to understand what it means by we choosing median over mean, and vice versa, in what situation dealing with the data set. So we have to just, when you double click on this, just bring your cursor here and double click on it. Immediately you double click on it, it gives you what to do. So it tells you that you have to select the first number and run it to the last set of number in the set of variables you want to calculate the median on. Now we want to calculate the median from this value straight up to the first at the top. So I just put my cursor there and drag it up, and then it fills to this place. And immediately that is done, you just click on enter, and immediately it calculates our median was. So the median for this particular variable is what? 94. Now we can equally do same for this place. So we just type median and then we drag up to the last variable and then we click on enter. But where you have a number of variables, maybe you have filled all these spaces and there are many, you wouldn't want to waste your time doing it one by one. Now, when you put your cursor on this cell, for example, you realize that at the bottom left, sorry, bottom right here, you can find that there's a little box there. When you put your cursor there, you realize that it turns to a plus. Now, when you click on it, you left click on it, and then you drag to the right side. It will automatically fill these cells with the formula. So as you can see at the top here, so over here, it is calculating the median as such. So that is how you can easily go ahead with. So you can just fill these first ones, and then you drag across, and then it gives you the same value. So you save the time for typing equal to median, here equal to median, dragging up to the set of variables and all that, or data set. So now, for interquartile ranges, we have to type quartile. So the quartile here, we are looking at the third quartile. So we select this one, this quartile. Now, when you click on it, it tells you that you should select the array or the set of data set you want to calculate the quartile on. Now, and then after that, you specify the quartile you want. So here we are selecting, so you press shift up, and then you move up the arrow up, the arrow up until you get to the last one. And then you now have to come and specify, you now have to come and specify, so you come here and specify comma. So it tells you the minimum, the 0 is the minimum value, the first quartile is the 25th percentile, the median is also the 50th percentile, and then the third percentile is the third quartile is the 75th percentile, and then the fourth quartile is the maximum. So the difference between the third and the first quartile, or the 75th percentile and the 25th percentile, gives us our interquartile range, which we are interested in. And so we are going to type here 3, and then we press enter. So immediately it calculates our interquartile, it calculates our third quartile for us. Now, in mind you, we are looking for interquartile range, and interquartile range is the subtraction of the first quartile from the third quartile. So repeat this for and then we calculate the first quartile. So it's able to give us the first quartile. Now, we are now going to do subtraction. So to do subtraction, it's also a function. So we start with what? Equal to sign. And then we click on this cell, and then we do minus, and then we click on this cell. And then we can press on what? Equal to. So this basically gives us a subtraction of this cell from this cell, and gives us that. So basically, this is how you can be able to calculate your median, third quartile, first quartile, and then the quartile range. Now, as I mentioned, in order not to waste time, you can just drag this across. Come here, drag this across. Come here, drag this across. And in a simple way, you are done with your calculation of the median and the quartile range. Now, for you to view,
the choice for you. Have you subscribed to Kedilipsix yet? If not, do so now. Statistics made simple.